Hi, my name is Trevor Rogerson and I'd like to welcome you to my overview of Top Producer's Real Estate Contact Management System. I just want to give you a quick idea of how some of our most popular features work. After you view this, if you have any questions or if you want to get set up with your own account, call me at 1-800-444-8570 extension 8481. Alternatively, you can send me an email at trevor.rogerson@topproducer.com. To begin with, Top Producer is a fully cloud-based CRM. This gives you the ability to access your database of contacts wherever you can get online. Whether it's on your smartphone, your tablet, you're at home, in the office, you're going to be able to access your business. The first thing you see when you log in on your home screen is the My Business section. This is your virtual assistant within Top Producer. It's where you're going to go every day to see what you need to do to help manage your follow-up and activities with all your contacts. The first tab here that you see will show you the calls you need to make. Next tab will show you your daily appointments. Under here you will see things you need to do for your clients, your listings and your closings. Under here I can see all the emails that I need to send out to manage my follow-up with my clients. Under here I can see things I need to print. The next tab will show you lists of prospects in your database, and lastly we can add important dates to people's records. Now underneath the My Business section we can see our follow-up coach. This tool actually works through your database of contacts to identify people who are falling through the cracks of your follow-up. You customize the rules for how this works based on how you like to follow up with different contacts in your sphere of influence. Firstly, the first way we can follow up with one of these people is to make a phone call. So I'm going to click on George's name here. I can see a bit more contact information on him. I can see he's been tagged as somebody new to my database. He's a buyer and a seller. I'm going to pick up the phone and make a call to George. Whenever we make a call to Top Producer, we use this tool called the wrap-up feature to quickly record what we've done with that contact and what we're going to do in the next step to follow up with that person. So once I've clicked it, you see this pop-up screen. The system actually asked me, what activity did I just complete? Was it a call or did I do something? I'm going to select call here. The description goes in, as does today's date. Then I simply put in whatever notes I need to record from the conversation. When I'm happy with what I've put in there, I schedule my follow-up. So I can see George has asked me for a call back in 2 weeks' time. I click conversation call, follow-up, 2 weeks' time will take place on the 21st. It's assigned to myself, hit save. And in 2 weeks' time, as that call needs to be made, it will flow into the My Business section. And you'll see as I go through this demonstration how everything we arrange in Top Producer flows back here. Now in 2 weeks' time, when I do have to make that call to George and I open up his contacts record, you can see here where the notes from my last conversation has come in with the date and timestamp. And you can also see over here the wrap-up feature is also available. So get used to using that to build up your communication history with your clients. Now I'm going to go back to the follow-up coach to show you the second way we can use this to prospect to your database. Next, I can see Jeff has been recommended as someone I might want to reach out to. If I don't want to make a call to Jeff, I know he's more comfortable receiving emails, I can choose here to send an email to Jeff. It brings up a similar pop-up screen to the wrap-up feature. And over here you can actually access the templates of data that we provide you with. So there's loads and loads of material there for you to use. If you don't like some of the messaging that we provide you with, if you've got your own stuff you're comfortable using, you can access this through your personal folder at the bottom. So whatever works for you, it's all about identifying those people that are falling through the cracks of your follow-up and giving you a very quick way to reach out to those people. So when I select my template, you can see it brings in the subject line, it brings in my contact's name, nice short message. If Jeff opens that up on his phone, it gets to the point quickly. It's much more likely to elicit a response rather than a big long-winded email that isn't really relevant to Jeff. I hit send, the activity is tracked on Jeff's record, I'm on to the next person, and I'm going to decide now how I'm going to follow up with Shelley. Now the third way we can prospect to those people in your database through the follow-up coach is to use our market snapshot. Now this is a tool that uses a feed direct from your MLS board to create interactive CMA reports for all of your contacts. So this is a tool you can use towards either buyers, homeowners that you have a conversation with. Each report will be unique based on their needs, where they live, where they want to buy. You set the schedule for how often this report goes out and let the snapshot take care of keeping your contacts informed. And you can also see at the top you choose what type of report this is. Is it a buyer or an owner-seller report? I'm going to select owner-seller. And now I decide how often I want this report to go out. It can be anything from a weekly report up to an annual report with all these options in between. For a buyer who's far along in the sales cycle, something like a weekly report is perfect. For a homeowner you're just looking to incubate, something like a snapshot going out once every 8 weeks is perfect. Now we also include listing alerts, price change alerts and just sold alerts that can complement this market snapshot. So based on the information your prospect wants to receive, you can automate sending all of that information completely with this market snapshot solution. Once I hit generate, what happens is the market snapshot will go to your MLS board immediately with all the information you provided, and it's going to present a customized market snapshot report like this to your client. Your branding gets prominent positioning at the top of the page. You have a link back to your own website. If you use Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, any of those social media platforms, everything that connects away from this snapshot goes back to something to you as the agent. We're not driving traffic elsewhere to any other agents, and we're also putting you as the go-to agent for every listing in your area. So you can see down here, this green circle is going to actually be your homeowner's house. When we zoom in, it goes right into a satellite image of the person's home, just to really give it that personal feel. Everything you can see on this report is interactive, so I can click here to see how trends have been performing over a longer period of time. So you can see average days on market, selling versus asking price, all things that are going to keep your clients informed of what's happening in their locality. Snapshot. When you saw me hit generate that I wanted the report to go out once every 8 weeks, the system itself is going to keep on repeating that process. You don't need to lift a finger again for your contact to receive their new market snapshot report. It's a completely automated process. So you should really get every single person you have an email address or a home address for in your database signed up to their own personalized report, and it's all about attaching your branding to good relevant market information that's going to set you apart from your competitors. Now that's really covered the follow-up coach. Bear in mind that feature will work as well on your mobile version of Top Producer. So when you're out in the field, if you've got 5 minutes of downtime between meetings, you can log in and prospect to the same 5 people through your phone also. Underneath our follow-up coach, you can see our sales pipeline. This is a particularly useful tool for agents who are investing in online lead generation with multiple sources. You can track on where these different sources are leading. So you can quickly see any new lead will come into Top Producer and be tagged as new. You're going to move them to an engaged prospect when you followed up with them but you haven't identified the opportunity. Someone's going to be tagged as a future prospect when you know it's a longer term opportunity, and the active are the people you're working with right now and getting your next closed deal from. If you are investing in multiple different sources, you can print off conversion rates at the end of the month, so you can see in very simple terms where you're spending your smart money, where you're flushing it down the drain. Now underneath our sales pipeline, we can actually access our listing and closing information with a direct connection to your MLS board again. This just means it's very easy for you to track activities, documents on a listing record simply by pushing in the MLS number. It will draw in the listing information into Top Producer, and you're able to assign checklists, attach documents to the record. So it really becomes your one-stop shop for all your information on your clients, on your listings, everything to do with your business. Now underneath our calendar here, we can actually sync up with both Google Calendar and your Outlook Calendar. So it means you're not going to double book yourself, you're not having to duplicate your data entry. Our system will speak to what you're currently using. Now under our calendar section, we can also access the action plans that we provide you with in Top Producer. There's over 100 different plans here, and they're designed to help automate your follow-up with all the different types of people you're going to encounter in your business. For instance, if you close a deal with somebody, you can put them on a 10-year after-sale prospecting plan. And this just puts a process in place that means there's always another step to help follow up with this person. So if I was to go to a contact record and assign this plan, 2 days after it's assigned, I'm going to be prompted to make a call. 4 days later, prompted to make an email. As and when those things need to be undertaken, they flow into the My Business section. So again, when I speak about this being the hub of your business, your key to success with Top Producer is using this diligently, going in every day and marking everything off that you said needs to get done, gets done. And that's where you're going to make sure you never forget about any of your clients. I'm going to click on a contact's name quickly to give you a bit of an overview on how they're recorded. I'll just give you this quick overview again. I can see my note history that I've had with Jeff, also the email history I've had with them. I can also see any documents that I will want to attach to his record to either Dropbox or Google Drive. I can see if he's been posting any updates to Facebook or Twitter. So it's really your virtual folder on Jeff here. You get in, you can see everything you've done, things he's talking about, the documents you want in his record, information on where the lead came from, all his contact information, info on his homes, friends, families, a history of the things you've done for him, his listings, his closings. You can even attach photographs and see notifications that you've set on his account. The listings and closings tab just gives you a bit more of an in-depth view on what I showed you earlier on the home screen. You can get in and see all the information on these homes that you're working on. Also, with that Facebook and Twitter integration we provide, you can post this listing information straight to either of those accounts directly through Top Producer. So it's just giving you ease of access to that information and gives you a quick way of posting these nice updates to those accounts. Now, we have a huge marketing library for you to use. This contains flyers, buyer presentations, CMA presentations. All of these templates that we provide you with will go out with your branding at the bottom, and they will also connect up to your MLS board so that you're able to use your own listing information within the templates of what we provide. That's particularly popular with people who are doing CMA reports in Top Producer. They can select the comparable data that they want to use, pull it into the system, into the templates we provide, and within minutes they can email that presentation off to their contact in PDF format, but also print off a hard copy for themselves for when they go to talk that over with their client. Underneath our mass email section, I'll show you this quickly. This is a particularly useful tool when it comes to doing a bit of targeted marketing in Top Producer. I touched upon earlier how we can assign different contact types to someone's record. Now, when you're assigning types, we give you 40 different types to work with. If you've got your own contact types that you want to reach out to, you can very quickly add your own contact types in Top Producer as well. So say I showed you I went into my mass email there. I want to blast some info out to the buyers in my database. I can quickly search by contact type. The system will identify all the people that have been tagged as buyers for me. I can hit email selected contact and then input the information that I want to send to my buyers. Now, we use a thing called merge code that allows us to personalize all of these emails. So I can select insert merge code. I'm going to select text, contact, and first name. Now, I know I might be going through this quickly, but I really just want to show you the end result of what this will do. It's all about allowing you to quickly reach out with something personal to all these people as and when you need to blast it out. So I've put in here that I want to send this email on my new listing to all my buyers. When I hit send, the email is going to send off to this first email address individually and pull in that contact's first name. So when that contact receives the email, it's been sent to them and them alone. It has their first name on it, and then it's going to keep on repeating that process and blast out up to 1,000 emails at once. So for you, you can very quickly reach out to these people, but for your contacts, it's always personal touch points that you are sending them. The last couple of tabs up here will allow you to access different elements of Top Producer, such as our Market Snapshot Control panel. We've got some basic financial elements here that will allow you to create buyer net sheets, seller net sheets, and also track income and expenses. You can also post updates to Facebook and Twitter through here. It's all about just giving you that quick method of blasting out that information. So that's my overview of Top Producer. I'm sure you're going to have more questions about how this relates to you and how you run your business. I hope after seeing this you're comfortable with how the main features work. If you do want to talk more, my phone number's here. I work Monday to Friday from 8 AM till 4:30 PM Pacific time. If this is out of business hours, feel free to send me an email. I'm always able to get you the best pricing available on our solutions, and I'm always happy to take more time to walk you through this in more depth. Thanks very much.